God said the sword will never depart your house. God has created us with the power to choose the direction we want our lives to go. Let no man fool you to believe that things just happen to you without your knowledge. God made us in His image with the capacity to think. I hear people say, I don't know what I was thinking. No, what they're actually saying is when the consequences catch up with them. You know, they're not thinking about the consequence. I don't know what I was thinking. Of course, you know what you were thinking, but you were not thinking about the consequences of the decisions that you were making. That's why we've got to be careful when we're making decisions. Because we don't ever think consequence. I told you that most times what we do, we think moment. We think in the moment. We think in the moment. We think in the moment. I'm hoping you can get it. We think in the moment. In the moment. In the moment. The euphoria of the moment. We think in the moment. And we don't understand that the moment don't last forever. It's going to fade. It's going to move. It's going to move, it's going to change. That's why you're going to be careful with the moment. Because when you move in the moment and you don't understand that your life is not just a moment, it is more than a moment. Your life is more than a moment. More than a moment. More than a moment. Is this making sense to anybody here tonight? Let me tell you, the enemy fought me with this message, but he could not win. He could not win. I put the time in. I locked myself in the basement and said, I don't want nobody to disturb me. I want nobody taking a phone call from anybody. I just want to get the word of the Lord. And I just want God's people to have a word that they can deal with the enemy in the new year. That you just don't think in the moment. You have to think beyond the moment. Because life goes beyond the moment. Beyond the moment. Hallelujah. And the guy somewhere out in Silver Spring or Rockville killed that woman and took her son and kidnapped him and fled to some other state and decided to kill the little boy. He was thinking in the moment. He never thought that they would have caught him at some point in time. He is now on his way back to Maryland to face a double homicide, to face murder charge of 2 people that he killed. He was thinking in the moment, whatever was the situation between himself and the woman, it was in the moment he was thinking, but he was not thinking about the consequences down the road. And that's where many of us lose it in the curve. Because when we get to the curve, we get to the turn, we're not thinking that we've got to move with the turn. We try to stand straight in the turn. If you stand straight in the turn, you're going to have problems. You've got to turn with the turn. You've got to turn with the turn. Because if you don't turn with the turn is going to mess with you. It's going to mess with you. Are y'all quiet tonight? You're quiet.